Imagine a substance so widely used, it's become a staple of modern teenage life, yet its effects on the developing brain remain shrouded in mystery. For years, we've been warned about the dangers of cannabis, but what if the truth was more complex, more nuanced? A recent study of 11,000 US teens has uncovered a startling link between cannabis use and brain development, leaving us with more questions than answers. As we delve into the world of brain health, it's essential to understand that the adolescent brain is a dynamic, ever-changing entity, capable of reorganizing and adapting at an incredible rate. During this critical period, the brain is vulnerable to external influences, and cannabis use has become an increasingly prevalent factor. But what exactly does this mean for the future of our youth? In this video, we'll explore the findings of this groundbreaking study, examining the intricate relationship between cannabis use and brain development, and what it means for sleep optimization, cognitive function, and overall well-being. As we navigate the complexities of brain health, it's crucial to acknowledge the sheer scale of cannabis use among US teens. According to recent statistics, over 35% of high school students have tried cannabis at least once, with many more using it regularly. But what drives this behavior, and what are the potential consequences? To answer these questions, we must first understand the science behind cannabis use and its impact on the developing brain. The study in question, which tracked 11,000 US teens over several years, used advanced neuroimaging techniques to monitor changes in brain structure and function. One of the most striking findings of this study was the significant reduction in cortical thickness among cannabis users. The cortex, responsible for processing sensory information, controlling movement, and facilitating thought, is a critical component of brain health. As we'll explore later, this reduction in cortical thickness can have far-reaching implications for cognitive function, sleep patterns, and even mental health. But what about the underlying mechanisms driving this effect? Research suggests that cannabis use can alter the brain's reward system, releasing dopamine and reinforcing behaviors that may be detrimental to long-term brain health. As we transition into the next section, it's essential to consider the broader context of cannabis use and its potential impact on brain development. We'll examine the role of THC, the primary psychoactive compound in cannabis, and its effects on the developing brain. THC has been shown to bind to cannabinoid receptors, influencing the release of neurotransmitters and altering the brain's natural chemistry. But what about the long-term consequences of this interaction, and how might it affect sleep optimization, a critical component of brain health? Sleep optimization is a vital aspect of brain health, playing a critical role in memory consolidation, cognitive function, and emotional regulation. During sleep, the brain undergoes a process of synaptic pruning, eliminating unnecessary neural connections and strengthening those that are essential. However, cannabis use has been linked to disrupted sleep patterns, including reduced REM sleep and increased sleep fragmentation. As we'll discuss later, this can have significant implications for brain development, cognitive function, and overall well-being. But what about the potential benefits of cannabis, and how might it be used therapeutically to support brain health? As we explore the potential benefits of cannabis, it's essential to acknowledge the complexities of this issue. While cannabis has been shown to have therapeutic potential in certain contexts, such as reducing chronic pain and inflammation, its effects on the developing brain are far more nuanced. The study of 11,000 US teens has highlighted the need for caution, particularly among young people. But what about the potential for cannabis to be used therapeutically, under close medical supervision, to support brain health and sleep optimization? This is an area of ongoing research, with many experts advocating for a more nuanced approach to cannabis use. As we move into the next section, it's crucial to consider the potential consequences of cannabis use on cognitive function. The study found that cannabis users perform significantly worse on cognitive tests, including attention, memory, and processing speed. But what about the potential long-term effects, and how might cannabis use impact academic performance, career prospects, and overall quality of life? These are critical questions, and ones that we'll address in more detail as we explore the intricacies of brain health and sleep optimization. But first, let's examine the role of genetics in determining an individual's susceptibility to the effects of cannabis. Genetics play a critical role in determining an individual's response to cannabis, with some people more prone to its effects than others. Research has identified specific genetic variants that influence the brain's response to THC, highlighting the complex interplay between genetics, environment, and brain development. But what about the potential for genetic testing to identify individuals at risk, and how might this inform strategies for preventing or mitigating the effects of cannabis use? This is an area of ongoing research, with many experts advocating for a more personalized approach to brain health and sleep optimization. As we approach the revelation, it's essential to consider the broader implications of this study. The link between cannabis use and slower brain development has significant consequences for public health policy, education, and community outreach. But what about the potential for this research to inform strategies for preventing or reducing cannabis use among teens? This is a critical question, and one that we'll address in more detail as we explore the potential solutions to this complex issue. But first, let's examine the role of social media and peer influence in shaping attitudes towards cannabis use. Social media and peer influence play a significant role in shaping attitudes towards cannabis use, with many teens reporting that they first tried cannabis due to social pressure or peer influence. But what about the potential for social media to be used as a tool for education and outreach, promoting healthy attitudes towards brain health and sleep optimization? This is an area of ongoing research, with many experts advocating for a more nuanced approach to social media and its role in shaping public health. As we reach the revelation, it's crucial to consider the potential for this research to inform strategies for supporting brain health and sleep optimization. The study of 11,000 U.S. teens has highlighted the need for a comprehensive approach, one that incorporates education, community outreach, and evidence-based interventions. But what about the potential for this research to inform public health policy, and how might it shape our understanding of the complex relationships between cannabis use, brain development, and sleep optimization? This is a critical question, and one that we'll address in more detail as we explore the potential implications of this study. The revelation is striking: cannabis use is linked to slower brain development, and this has significant implications for cognitive function, sleep optimization, and overall well-being. But what about the potential for this research to inform strategies for preventing or reducing cannabis use among teens? This is a critical question, and one that we'll address in more detail as we explore the potential solutions to this complex issue. As we consider the potential consequences of cannabis use, it's essential to acknowledge the need for a comprehensive approach, one that incorporates education, community outreach, and evidence-based interventions. In conclusion, the study of 11,000 U.S. teens has highlighted the complex relationships between cannabis use, brain development, and sleep optimization. As we've explored the intricacies of brain health, it's become clear that cannabis use can have significant implications for cognitive function, sleep patterns, and overall well-being. But what about the potential for this research to inform strategies for supporting brain health, and how might it shape our understanding of the complex relationships between cannabis use, brain development, and sleep optimization? This is a critical question, and one that we'll continue to explore in future videos. As we reflect on the findings of this study, it's essential to acknowledge the need for ongoing research and education. By promoting healthy attitudes towards brain health and sleep optimization, we can empower teens to make informed decisions about their health and well-being. But what about the potential for this research to inform public health policy, and how might it shape our understanding of the complex relationships between cannabis use, brain development, and sleep optimization? This is a critical question, and one that we'll continue to address in future videos. The call to action is clear: we must prioritize brain health and sleep optimization, particularly among teens. By promoting healthy attitudes and behaviors, we can empower young people to make informed decisions about their health and well-being. But what about the potential for this research to inform strategies for preventing or reducing cannabis use among teens? This is a critical question, and one that we'll continue to explore in future videos. As we conclude this video, we encourage you to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more content on brain health and sleep optimization. Share this video with someone who might benefit from this information. And as always, thank you for watching.